we've talked a lot about the Senate race next year with Kit Bond retiring. Robin Carnahan is the prohibitive favorite for the Democrats, although we don't know where she is, and she's not likely to emerge before perhaps a couple of days before Election Day. But be that as it may, Congressman Roy Blunt running for the Republicans. There is another Republican challenger right now. There were some other names mentioned, like Tom Schweik, who is here in St. Louis, teaches at Wash U, former ambassador. He decided to get into the state auditor's race instead, because I think he was convinced to do so. But the Republicans have not scared away, the power brokers, if you will, have not scared away State Senator Chuck Purgason, who is in this race. And I've never met him. I'm going to give you a chance to get to know him at the same time that I am this afternoon, and I've invited him to come on the program. Senator Purgason, how are you?
I'm doing great today, Mark. How are you all doing?
Fantastic. For those of us here in the St. Louis area who might not be familiar with the area that you represent, describe where your district is and who Chuck Purgason is.
Well, my district is the 33rd Senatorial District, which includes south central Missouri against the Arkansas border, and we go right up to the Lake of the Ozarks area. So pretty diverse area, a lot of tourism dollars, but right at the edge of Arkansas all the way up to Lake of the Ozarks.
How would you describe Chuck Purgason as a politician?
I don't. As a politician, I look upon government as that's something that you need in your everyday life, but it also should be very limited. I'm a small business owner that I've started 2 businesses in my life. I also have a farm, and I believe in the greatness of America, but I also believe that in a limited government to allow me to go out and pursue the things that I believe in, the pursuit of happiness that it says in our Bill of Rights. So I believe that government's getting a little too big, and it's getting in my pocket, and for future generations, we better wake up.
On those issues, we wholeheartedly agree, Senator. There's no doubt about that. Now, you have decided to get involved in this race against Congressman Blunt for the Senate seat that is being vacated by Senator Bond next year. Why'd you do that? Didn't they try to scare you away from this?
Yeah, I'm like a lot of people. I get very frustrated with the direction of our party. That the top 2 planks in the Republican Party is a balanced budget and no earmarks. And the people that we have running for office now were there at a time when we had the opportunity to really set forth a conservative agenda, a good fiscal course for the country, and we blew it. And those people were in leadership at the time, record deficits. And when I was going out and working hard for Republican candidates, I was told that if we ever get the presidency, if we ever get the House and the Senate, we can begin the process of getting back to some fiscal sanity in our nation's government, and that didn't happen. And it's very frustrating to me that it didn't happen, and I don't see sending the same people back up into government again that failed on the promises that they made, a few years ago.
Sure. Well, so do you think that Congressman Blunt is part of the problem, not the solution?
I believe that a candidate ought to follow the planks of his party, balanced budget, no